I'm just like, yeah, no, they're gonna find something. They're gonna sit in on one of Dildero's classes and be like,
This
this
man is
is
terrible.
exactly. They're gonna be like, this is not
Who hired
appropriate,
him?
right?
Then we'd need
What
to
are
point
his
out that
qualifications?
yeah, but then again, the Ministry hired Umbridge.
Yeah, by choice.
It's almost like the Ministry aren't good.
Yeah, so we need to start planning how to get rid of the Ministry bodies, right?
So the
No, the ministry is the status quo. As long as people are in the ministry that are doing the status quo, then the ministry's good.
the government is here to protect us, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Until it's not. But then you kill off all the bad guys and then it's only good guys left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do
That's
agree.
how
We
it
should
works.
kill all the bad cops, which is all the cops.
Do you think Willow could make a vat of acid?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Why?
No reason.
To dispose of the Ministry members, of course.
I'll make them into darts.
Oh my gosh. So
Just
dark.
gonna see her pop up on a ceiling somewhere and just blow darts. They should just disappear slowly.
Or you could make darts for Clyde, because remember, he's got the magic bulb.
This is true. I can make you arrows.
Yep.
Welcome, everybody. And remember, acid is a terrible way to hide a corpse.
Is it?
Mm.
The acid would get neutralized so quick.
Yeah,
and
magic
there
acid.
would
You gotta
would
make
just
the
be-
right acid.
it would just end up just being a brackish black liquid. And then you have to dispose of that.
Yeah, that would give it to Peeves, and he can go dunk it on first years.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Whoa. Okay, who did we lose? Sir,
We lost Nora.
Annie?
Yeah. They're moving their laptop, I think.
Okay. I was like, I came back from break. Only three of us.
Ours computer crashed.
Yeah, it's the murder board was too much for it to handle, obviously. Well, welcome back, everybody. Last session, we had what was it called? Career counseling with everybody here. We were able to complete some DADA, and we got invited by Professor Milne to a special Muggle Studies class. Nora's back.
Yeah, I'm on my phone for right now until I get the computer set back up. It crashed like right as we started.
Some of us have also been dealing with bad dreams. It's good though. You're the group tournament. That should be done. I mean, it's not happening. It would be probably by the end of the week here if you guys hadn't done something. And now
Yes,
everything
farewell
is
time.
different. Okay. Today, however, our scene lowers down upon a group of individuals all sitting in a semicircular amphitheater, currently writing a test. History of Magic test. Sending it your way. This is what we start with. All right, we're going to go question by question with everybody. Time it. So let me quickly open up my forms on my end. Actually, I don't need that. I can just get this. All right. Be sure to put your name in it. Actually, it would be good so I can delete the previous people's answers. So just get you guys. Magical history of magic test. Response. Questions. Oh, good. No responses. Okay, after putting your name in there, we can move on to question number 1. Professor Binns floats at the front, grumbling a little bit, watching all of you as you scribble down your notes. What invention is Gaspard Shingleton known for? Is it A, the self-stirring cauldron, B, transmography and torture, C, the collapsible cauldron, or D, flu powder? This answer is considerably easier after uh, Hogwarts Legacy. And you guys have 1 minute. Actually, you guys don't need 1 minute to pick. That's gonna be 30 seconds. Once 30 seconds is up, we move on to the second question. Five, four, three, two, one. Question number 2. Question number 2 is, who ended the reign of Emmerich the Evil? Was it A, Uric the Oddball, B, Merwin the Malicious, C, Herpo the Foul, or D, Egbert the Egregious? Enter your answers in now. Clyde, you sending your answers in hidden?
But
That's
you didn't
fine.
like me, then.
I sent in discussion a actual Google
Oh,
form.
for God.
It's completely fine. Question number 3. Now that we're done. During the International Warlock Convention of 1289, why did Sardinian sorcerers wear red? Was it A, because they thought they looked pretty in red? B, due to Saturnalia celebrations? C, in protest of the writ of acceptable attire? Or D, as an act of political sabotage? Start. All y'all at home can follow along. I was joking, Annie, that your computer couldn't handle the murder board. It's too complicated. That's why it crashed. All right, 30 seconds is up. We're going to move on to the next question. Question number 4. How many times was Wendolyn the Weird tortured and killed at the stake? Was it A, never, B, once, C, thrice, D, over 47 times? How many times was Wendolyn the Weird tortured and killed at the stake? All right, 5 seconds. There we are. Question number 5, and this one's a short answer. Name one of the 5 major factors that led to the Goblin uprisings of the 17th century. I hear someone type in there. Okay. 15 seconds. Just enter whatever you got. All right. We'll move on to our final bonus question. What is the plural name for Phoenix?
Using so much mental energy to not say what I always say with this answer.
All right. All right. That is it for our test. Let's see how people did. We got all of our responses in, looks like. Okay, we're going to go over just the questions, see how people did. We got question number 1. What is Gaspard Shingleton known for? We had somebody said the collapsible cauldron. So close. It is the self-stirring cauldron. It's kind of cool. Gaspard Shingleton was a inventor in the 80s, actually. You know, everyone thinks that, like, oh, he's like an old inventor, but he's still alive today. Question number 2, who ended the reign of Emmerich the Evil? Everybody got that correct. It is Eggy. Egbert the Egregious. There you go. Number 3, we got during the International Warlock Convention of 1289, why did Sardinian sources wear red? Our question, one person got as an act of political sabotage. Ooh, close. They went as in protest of the writ of acceptable attire. And it came as an act of political sabotage, or was seen as one by other people. So. Oh no, sorry. It was the obliviation of King Edward V that came as an act of political sabotage to the Sardinian sorcerers, and they wore red in protest of the writ of acceptable attire. Question number 4. How many times was Gwendolyn the Weird burned and killed at the stake? Everybody got that correct with never. She was never actually killed. However, she was tortured over 47 times. She just never died. Number 5. Name one of the 5 major factors that led to the Goblin uprisings of the 17th century. We got property rights, property ownership misconceptions. Yep, all that's correct. Goblins weren't allowed their own wands. That is completely true. And again, no wands. Unable to access. Yes. Everyone got that correct. Great job, guys. Number 6 was the pearl name for Phoenix. Everybody got it correct except for the person who put Phoenix. Everybody put penises in some way.
The plural of Phoenix is actually Phoenix. I'm sorry to say.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah. Like,
not according to Professor Binns.
Listen, Professor Binns is dead.
Admittedly,
what does he know?
I knew that one, but I was just like, would Nora know this? I don't feel like maybe she wouldn't. But that's also part of the reason why I had Nora write down 3 of the reasons for the Goblin Uprising. Considering.
Looks like
Jeez.
most people got like 1 wrong. Some people got all of them correct. That was done well. I'm gonna put everybody's grades up. E A E E. Good job. All right. And everyone did so well. That is the end of our History of Magic exam. People get out of there with a big, heavy sighs. And Wilfred's like, did we even learn like half of that? Nora,
That was the
you can
easiest test.
you can walk out, and Clyde is looking at his test, a nervous mess.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Worried you didn't get all of them?
Yeah, I'm really not good with tests I've not properly practiced for.
Hey, couldn't have done worse than me, Wilfred says, walking by. Actually, I'm pretty sure that Macy did worse.
Tests are nothing to really worry about. You know, as long as you have the application of knowledge. That's what really matters at the end of the day.
Keep telling yourself that, Nora. Janus comes by. She says, only one thing matters in this life, and that's winning.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that too. Winning is oh so good.
She will pass you. Arnesia will stop by Willow. Hey, Will, you did okay?
Oh yeah, I finished early and then I started on next week's homework.
How can you do that? Just go through life without a care.
I mean, I'm not gonna get anywhere if I don't have good grades. So I just do what I can.
See her. Oh shit! I put up the wrong people's grades. And you go to Wednesday mornings. Oh wow! Right,
I did the
this
test.
is the game where everybody's amazing.
Mhm.
I did the test. I got all the points right.
Damn, dude. Nearly. Oh my gosh! Only Nora is the only one holding us back right now. Let me see the test
All
here.
right, Noah's going to study boot camp now.
I did that one
I like
question.
how you phonetically wrote out "fee nazis."
You know what I mean. I can't spell it, but I know what it's supposed to
perfect.
sound like.
Nora's the
Looks
only
like you
one
got it
with
all.
bad grades because transfiguration is dumb. What do you mean you can turn one thing into another thing? It's,
I want to share with you guys.
Nora is to transfiguration what like Hermione was to divination, basically. Like that sounds like made up bullshit. Fuck you.
Let me send you guys what your grades look like. This is only Nora's the only one holding us down.
Yeah. Also, Juju, did you see the murder board that Nora made? / me made that I made.
Yes.
I put in discussion.
You guys see this shit?
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. I've never seen this before. This is wild.
Time to create like a Hogwarts National Honor Society, Alex.
Listen, this is the game we cured Nolan's blindness. You should expect this.
I feel like I should almost like. Part of me is like I almost feel like I should try to raise my transfiguration and other grades, just to just to make it like the graph clean.
Just nice and clean. Just get everyone with all O's.
Want a study boot camp? Willow will do it. She'll put you through the paces, but.
Oh, so here, wait 1 second. Ah, I'm alive.
Yeah. It's working. Right now, Ernesia says, "Hey, are you going to that like camp out thing?" She asked Willow.
Yeah, actually.
You mind partnering up with some of that? I think it's a lot more fun when you're there with friends. Or if I can just join you.
Sure. I mean, I could always use a right hand.
Well, Macy's gonna be there, and I don't want to. I don't want. I want things to be weird.
Right. I mean, you know, if you really, I mean, do you want to get together with Macy? Is that a thing you
No,
want?
no. It just we're kind of we're not seeing each other.
Oh. Ugh.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted some help with it.
You want to make her jealous?
Willow, I hate that you know me so well.
Uh-huh. I got you.
And a mischievous laugh will escape her throat. Lilith, coming out of that test, you breathe a heavy sigh and walk down the hallway here. It's gonna be a pretty easy next few days. You just have a little bit of divinations to do, some arithmancy, potions, and then that's it.
I think she is probably heading straight to the library after the test.
All right. Why don't we give everybody a little free period here after a stressful test? Lilith's walking down toward the library. Um, Willow and her niece here are walking together down the hall. What's Garnet doing?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Um, I guess he could study. That's always good, right?
Always follow Lilith.
Sorry, what did you say, Alex?
You can always follow Lilith.
Nah, fuck that. That's none of my business.
Oh, no, she's going to the library.
Yeah, who studies in the library?
Like everybody.
I'm breaking into the Ravenclaw dorm to go study.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it. Nora, what are you doing with Clyde?
I feel like since that she has this free period, Willow's going to study, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Willow said? Or
I'm with
I
her
don't think we
niece.
decided.
yeah,
Never
mind.
mind. Yet.
Yeah, that Nora's like I feel like she has some stuff that she's sort of waiting to figure out with like that potion and everything. So in that meantime, downtime, I'll try and salvage my grades at least a little bit. So I'll try studying Transfiguration.
Okay, do you have keen mind?
Hmm?
Do you have keen mind?
Yes.
I love how you have keen mind. You never use that ability. Everyone else has keen mind and uses it.
This is the game where everyone's smart and everyone has keen mind.
Okay. Willow, what are you doing?
going to find wherever like Macy's hanging out with at and like study with Onicia in front of Macy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Macy right now is out on grounds, talking with Juniper, and they seem to be picking little flowers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll
Yeah.
be out there. Clyde, what about you?
Clyde is probably going to study ancient runes.
Yeah, you are 3 O's away from all O's. That's
And I've got
very
keen
good.
mind, so I'll just go straight up immediately. Just
Yeah,
do.
well, yeah, because it is no, yeah. Yeah, no need to roll. I mean, may as well roll. If you get that 20, we can give some points to your house.
If I get a nat one, oh dear God. What does it need to roll again? For ancient runes?
For ancient runes, there'll be just a wisdom check. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's all the die itself, right?
19.
19. Not unfortunately a nat 20. But your ancient runes will definitely go up. Okay. Garnet. You're going up to the Ravenclaw Tower. Up the moving staircases. The staircases click into position to where you need to be. Getting up, you almost get to the 7th floor when one of those staircases kind of grinds to a heavy halt before it gets to you. What the fuck? Do you have Carpere Attractum? Is this the character that has it?
No. Why would I have Carpere Attraction? That's not a
I just
useful
need to
spell.
remember which one has it.
It's
you
Oliver.
Wait there for a little bit and like give like the sidle a kick, and the entire thing will lurch back and then continue. You're able to climb up and find a very tall door at the very top of the tower with a large brass eagle sitting above. And when you come up, it will say, give me a minute. What goes all around the world? I'm back. Let's try that again. What goes all around the world but stays in a corner?
The ocean.
Incorrect.
I'm just gonna use the rune in my hand.
You put your hand up. Little rune shows up, the door will open up, kind of glitching out the enchantment for the eagle, and it will open the whole way up. You can see other students are definitely in here, just up the steps, so you can put your hood up and like Calabaria your robes. You do that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the answer was a stamp. Up the steps, you see a wide open common room, circular, with like a little compass drawn in the very center of the floor. Little points like arrows shoot off in different cardinal directions, and you can see on the ceiling there is depictions of the planets that hover above. There is a little seating area on the far hand side with a stony fireplace, breathing with just a little bit of warm life. And Billy is currently kneeled down next to it, seemingly talking toward it, the fireplace. And on the like kind of U-turn directly behind you, There is a curved bookshelves, like waves, that kind of become a labyrinthian expanse of a library. Labyrinthian, even. Wait. Sorry, let me say that again. Labra. Oh fuck! Now I fucked it up.
Labyrinthian.
Labyrinthian.
Labyrinthian. Labyrinthian.
Boo.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, I'd like to study history of magic.
Sorry, we're just fucking around. All right, yeah. History of magic. You are in Rowena's library, unperturbed. Are you really just studying a regular class? You're not like looking anything up?
Yeah, why would I look anything up? That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. What possibly could we have gained? Okay. Go ahead. Well, you have keen mind, right?
Yeah. Alex, foolish for thinking I would do a cool thing when I could instead do a really boring thing.
And as you are up here and you're, sitting at one of the tables, reading heavily, let's see. Make me a little stealth check.
Okay.
I did not roll well. You got better than me.
Oh.
Fucking nobody comes up to you. You do, however, see Brett come down the steps from
Who?
the dormitory.
Never
A
heard of
person
this
you've
man
never
before in my
seen
life.
before.
Yeah, thank you.
Comes down the steps from the dormitory. Hey, Billy. Oh, hello, Mr. James. Did you have a good nap? I was feeling a little under the weather, but feeling better now. Will you be going to the little camp out later? Oh, camping isn't quite my style. Oh, yeah, totally. Me neither. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, all the bugs and stuff, I wouldn't want to. I didn't think about bugs. There's plenty of different things you could find. I always thought that it was fun to go out and try to find the different ones. You can normally find some that have different stripes or slightly different colorations. Yeah, bugs are great. He says, and he looks around like, fuck. I guess. And Billy would just go back to her stuff, and Brett, unsure of what to do, awkwardly just walks away. Awkward.
Excellent. I'm so excited to have met this new Mike and Mysterium character. It's never been mentioned previously.
Not once. Okay, that is Garnet and Clyde. Lilith, you're going to the library. What for? Juju?
Charms.
All right. Put that up. A little bit closer. And then Willow. What are you? So you have gone out into the north courtyard. No,
Yes.
past north courtyard.
No.
Into
Yeah.
the grounds. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ernesia's like, why are we going out here?
Because.
I much prefer the stone benches.
Yeah, but do you think my plan just extends to tonight?
And you guys exit out there, and immediately she can see the two of them further out toward the stones that are in the middle of the training grounds. No, we're like all out in the open.
What do you think is going to happen tonight? There's going to be a bunch of people there.
Okay. What's the plan? We just stand here and you laugh at my jokes or something?
No, absolutely not. Come on. She'll like grab her hand and start walking.
Where do you lead her?
She does this thing where like it's almost like she's walking towards them, but then she like, as they get kind of closer to the point where they're like in view, she moves to the left and like will like sit.
Oh, this grass isn't cut. Ernice
Well,
is complaining.
stop your complaining. You get to spend time with me, so behave yourself.
I'm cute. I have a government license to whine.
Is that what we're calling it? At least one of those things is true.
I had to go to registrar and everything.
Okay. Well, if you're going to keep whining, let me at least distract you with some studying.
Please get something comfortable. And not about as conjurous. She will conjure a red picnic blanket. Much better than sticks and pricks of heavy grass.
Well, you're gonna have to remember that for tonight. I don't know what you think camping is.
Well, you go out in a large vehicle. Normally there's like a little awning you can put out. A little fire pit, nice metal, and it's a stove if you really need it inside.
Oh, honey. We're doing this old school. I mean, like tents in the dirt.
Well, like we're cavemen.
Yes.
It's like, no. That too far back, honey. Too far back.
We're basically entering uncivilized society.
Oh, right. Okay. That, I think that's getting a little too pure blood even for me. um, she's like, oh, the horror. And you guys can begin to get out some of your books and are reading out here. You can hear some laughter coming from nearby. You can't just grab it by the stem. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Ow. And Juniper is like taking a little thorn out of Macy's thumb. Quit. We're not getting their attention enough.
Well, then get their attention.
Oh, thank you, Willow. I would have never understood that prior to you explaining it to me.
I know.
I do.
I'm very smart.
You're probably the smartest girl I know.
Ernie, natural. Compliment me as if we were just having a normal conversation.
Well, you are.
Am I?
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Macy has come over holding a little bit of flowers, Juniper coming in behind her. Oh, we just need some sun. Doing some studying. You know, the kind of things that people
spending
do
time
when they want to
together.
succeed at school. And you say
Exactly.
spending time together. Yeah. Some quality time. Did you need something? No. Juniper's like, is everything alright? Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to say hi. Hi, Willow.
Macy, right?
You, yeah. I I know you. Do you not remember me?
I have a terrible memory, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
And Ernisi will like laugh at that. Macy will like look behind her. Oh, it's okay. Most people say I have a bad memory too. We were just we were picking some asphodel. Um, Willow, I know you like potion making. Would you like some?
I'd have to examine them first. You know, I only use the finest of ingredients in my potions.
Are you kidding me? Juniper says. I picked these. Macy and I. They're perfect. Root cluster and all.
I seem to remember your mandrake being absolutely horrid.
Well, party was a very unfortunate time. I
Hmm.
think I think maybe I don't know. Maybe I overwatered him. But I've learned, and when it comes to cultivating, I know exactly what I'm doing. You
Mm-hmm.
don't just give it away for free, Macy. These aren't worth something. Oh, really? Enjoy our study session, Juniper says. Have fun with Juniper, Ernisia says. Hmm? Thank you. She's gonna go out. Ernisia is the one that looks jealous.
Ernie, do you want to know a secret that I've never told anyone but Lilith?
Yes, you know I love her secrets.
You remember how sad and tragic it was that Juniper's mandrake just turned to sludge, right?
Personally, I didn't really care. I mean, I hardly took care of mine.
Well, maybe next time she'll learn to not have better grades than me.
Shut up! She's gonna like get like a little smack on the side.
I do what I have to.
I'm sure that the head girl position will be right up your alley.
Oh, of course, my name's already on it in polished.
I think that if we were to go looking around the trophy case, the trophy room, we would already find a few with your name on them.
Are you asking to hang out with me at a secondary location? For real this time?
Don't have to say so robot-like. I just like to explore sometimes. You can come with me if you want.
And bless you with my company, of course.
It is a blessing, that is.
Sure. At some point, though, I should probably check on Gemma. She doesn't. She can get a little
She's
jealous.
been annoying me so much lately. But I do like seeing her squirm.
It's cute when she does.
All right. And what subject did you do again?
Probably gonna be, I guess, astronomy.
Okay.
But I have key mind, so.
Yep. Auto goes up. Okay. Nora,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I think Nora's gonna go and study transfiguration. Like, might as well try and raise that since it, there's no chance of me raising that grade in class. I might as well try and raise it outside of class.
All right. You are walking to your location to go and do some little bit of reading, and you pass by a classroom in the quad. All right, so all you have to do is sound it out. ST makes a st, 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 a. So AI is A. Well, why not? Why put the I in the first place? I understand. It's STAIN. N is an N, right? I know N is. Go ahead. Stain. Nolan
Hmm.
is learning how to read with Professor Bruce.
Nora, as she passes by, will say to, will just sit, like pass by and say to Nolan, like, "Good luck, by the way, when you get to silent letters. They can be a real pain in the ass."
They are a little bit, but you'll get the hang of them. Thanks, Nora.
Also,
It's not as hard as I thought it would be.
well, you'd be surprised. I remember being taught I before E after C, or I before E except after C, and then they teach you science.
Except for in neighbor and weird, and actually I don't know if neighbor fits that one, but weird does.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of different words that do. I hate when it's
You'll
like
find that the English language is just full of contradictions.
And Professor Bruce says, "All right, we're going to be moving on to writing now," and he's going to work on his letters. He's got terrible handwriting. You move on. And where are you going to study?
I think Nora goes to, like, she kind of goes somewhere she can study where she has like a view of the greenhouses, like, because she's still, there's a lot of mystery around the greenhouses in particular for Nora still.
Sure. You are going over toward the library, which would have a very clear view of the greenhouses. On the eastern side, there are long Gothic windows that show below the few people who are buzzing around the greenhouses working on old projects and whatnot. And from behind, you can hear the door open to the library, and walking through, Professor Dilderow, tapping with his feet on the ground, moves up to the second floor. You can see him talk to Professor Pintz for a moment, and she will open the restricted section for him.
Ooh.
And you're doing transfig, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Do. Roll it. Where's my roll? 19.
Okay, that'll go up by 2 to a P.
And just to double check, Keen Mind helps raise a grade, right?
Yeah, instead of it raising by 1, you can roll and see if it raises by 2, and it did.
Okay,
You went
cool.
from a T to a P.
Gotcha.
All right. The bell chimes for us all. We have divinations class. Nora, Garnet, the two of you have a period here. This is opposite Muggle studies, I believe. No one's taking Muggle studies, so Clyde, Cassie, and Willow gain an extra free period. But Nora and Garnet, you guys get to do one spell, or you can do a reading of some kind.
Ooh, okay.
I'm doing point me so I can lock it in.
Sure.
Do I have any divination spells I haven't tried yet?
I did it.
All right. And looks like you can upcast to level 1. Is there an object you would like to name?
No.
Okay. You cast out Point Me, and your wand will hover above your hand and then flick toward the north. Little compass. That's your spell. You got an 11, so that will actually put down your grade. And
Yes,
Nora.
Yeah, Nora will do a reading since she already has all the. She has the spells attempted. She doesn't have all of them locked in, but might as well do a reading instead.
Okay, so what kind of reading and what are we trying to ascertain or discern?
What are the different types of readings?
There is tea leaf reading, there is tarot card reading, there's crystal ball gazing, there is rune throwing.
I guess I'll do crystal ball since she's trying
Okay.
to like look for stuff.
Okay. Let me just check something really quick. Okay, so when do you gain that? Is it just want to see if you have the true crystal ball gazing available to you or not?
Oh, let me see. Do I have that written down in my? Oh,
Right.
Let's
Are you
see.
proficient in using a diviner's kit?
Oh, 1 second.
This is
Okay,
under
fortune
the-
teller. You've particularly taken to astronomy, tasseography, and crystal gazing. You gain a diviner's kit and proficiency in using a diviner's kit.
Do you have 7 sorcery points?
Do I have 7 sorcery points?
Yeah.
I believe I do.
What kind of caster are you?
Oh wait, sorcery points. Sorry, I was looking at my something else. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Where did I write down my? I'm an intellect caster.
Maybe not. Let's see. Intellect at level. You have. We're about to level up, and then you would gain 7 sorcery points. I'll give it to you. So you can either choose to just go through a story with me, or technically, according to the divination subclass, crystal gazing. By gazing into the cloudy depths of a crystal ball, you can spend 7 sorcery points to see a particular creature you chose for 10 minutes. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. If a target knows you're using this ability, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily. So it is scrying.
Oh, okay. So, what creature do I want to try scrying? Okay, so this might be a stretch, but it's something that I feel like Nora would just attempt. But since she saw that vision that like Blightfang shares with all of the Acromantula, can Nora attempt to scry the hermit woman with the Celtic tattoos?
Yeah, you definitely can. I want you to please make a divinations plus wisdom check.
Divinations plus wisdom. Ra-pa-pa.
So you have met this person? Question mark.
No, Nora just remembers seeing her in that memory that Blight Fang shared.
Okay, you have heard of the target.
Alright, so my divination. Do. 21.
Let me grab my notes or something. See if I can find a little thing for you. Past that. Okay, yeah, I'm right over here. I thought it was here. Oh, there it is. Okay. You place your hands over the lowest reaches of the ball here and begin to focus. The mists will begin to kind of swirl around one another. And I'll have you know, no one else has ever used this ability in the entirety of Magic Mysterium. No one. You
I'm
focus
the
down,
first, baby.
thinking about that woman that you saw standing next to Blight Fang. And when you close your eyes, you find yourself pulled through trees over a vast forest, and you pass by little old ruined cottages, moss coated foundations of old buildings that once stood far out here. You pass by what looks to be a ginormous tree with a well at its base. And at the farthest reaches of this little town, you see bluebell flowers. They guide you through the old streets. And at the end of the line, a path creeps up a small trickling brooklet. A wooden fence lays in slight disarray, but covered in tiny little blue flowers. Up the short path, a gnarled tree rises above the expanse, and nestled into the roots of the hill that it is set upon is the moss-covered doorway of a building. You can't tell which was here first, the building or the tree, as the two support one another in a sort of perfect equilibrium. I do have an image. There it is. Copy image, send it your way. This is what it looks like.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And you can see a bit of smoke coming up from the chimney and firelight flicking through a curtained window. Outside, a garden of well-groomed proportions snakes along the path toward the front door. You push forward toward the door. You don't seem like you're able to get in. Move toward the window and peer inside. Little curtains are currently swaying. Breeze. The door is open. And you float into the witch's hut. A warm, cozy feeling envelops you. The interior is small, full of character and charm. The walls are made of rough, knotted wood that's seen better days, but is clearly well loved and cared for. The floors are made of dirt, with a few scattered rugs thrown here and there for comfort. In one corner, there's a small fireplace with a pot bubbling away at the top. The scent of herbs and spices fills the air, making your mouth water. Overhead, roots snake their way through the ceiling, adding a natural earthy feel to the space. There are little areas throughout the hut for various activities. In one corner, a wooden table with mismatched chairs is set up for potion making, with a variety of jars, bottles, and bowls scattered around. A bookshelf lines one wall, filled with volumes on witchcraft and magic, as well as a few love novels. In another corner, a comfortable-looking armchair is tucked into a small nook, with a knitted blanket draped over the back. A small table holds a teapot and a few cups. Sitting in the armchair, an odd-looking woman, stroking a creature, a weird lizard with a sort of triangular head. Let me show you what that looks like.
Ooh.
The image. There we
Ooh.
go. Eat up, Shaker. And she is lightly petting the the salamander in her grasp. One moment, please.
And the salamander's name, Mr. Whiskers. Oh, you're still on mute.
She's stroking it right now. She says, "It won't be long now. Not long yet. Plenty to eat. Very soon. Plenty to..." Oh, we have a visitor. He turns toward you, seemingly staring straight at you through the crystal ball. Come. Sit.
Nora will, yeah, if she can, in the she can kind of control how she moves in this crystal ball, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
yeah.
kind of like will your consciousness forward.
Yeah, then that's what she'll do. Move to sit.
Who might you be? You're not really here, no. But where? A hand will come out and kind of like touch you right on the forehead. And you can see a golden like light, like a strand, shoot out the window, like following your exact movements from where you came. Oh, must be near where the castle is. Tricky. I have not yet shown myself to anyone at the castle. Too much. Always too many people. How you know me, I wonder. That is a question.
And
Yeah.
I'm guessing that Nora can't speak through the vision. Or
I don't. Yeah, like I'm thinking about it, and I think that if Nora does speak, I don't think that she's gonna hear. So she will stare at you for a little while, and then she says, "Well, perhaps a meeting is in order. Young witch or wizard, looking
for new wisdom? Gather moss of any kind. Move northward from where the castle is. Nestled into the brook, you should find a tree larger than the others, dead, bleached white by the sun. Place the moss in the crack at the base of the tree, and perhaps we might be able to speak. But in the meantime, I really detest visitors unannounced. So, I'll bid you adieu.
And she will just grab you, and the vision will go away.
Oh, so I guess I will go camping.
All right, that is divinations class. What did you get on the divinations check again?
21.
Okay, so that'll put up your divinations grade.
Woo!
Okay. Did we end up doing potions or no?
We did. We've done history of magic, and then just now divinations.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
talking
think we
about
did
last
potions.
session.
No.
We will all find ourselves in potions class. Today, super simple. You guys all will get one potion of your choice. Make something of your own devices today. Break out. Push yourselves. You could see a recipe that is particularly difficult. I recommend trying it today. Professor Slughorn says.
I have mine.
Okay. Mr. Clyde, what would you like to make?
I would like to make garroting gas.
It's a good one. Quick push, make check.
Let's see how bad it is. I'm scrolling down. 13.
Not bad at all. That would be a regular grotting gas. So they must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, be poisoned for 1 hour, and if the saving throw fails by 5 or more, then they are also knocked unconscious while poisoned. And you can throw the
Farewell, my
grotting
good
gas
grade in this.
60 foot away. It will affect your grade. Yep.
Yep, it'll go down, I presume, to E. Or
Yes.
an-
It only goes down by 1. Clyde's done.
I think Nora will try making a sleeping drought. $11.
11. That would be a flawed sleeping draught. When you drink this potion, you fall unconscious into a deep sleep. Except with this one, it is you must succeed a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, or fall unconscious into a deep sleep, and you can't be awoken by. Actually, no, you can be awoken. You sleep for 10 minutes and fall asleep, and then wake up after. Still useful, but not as useful as a regular falling. Lilith, what about you?
I think. Wait, we're in 4th year, aren't we? Not 5th
Yeah.
year? Okay, never mind.
But me and you are in advanced potions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I
So you
was
guys
looking at the
have sense of
6th year
fifty.
potions. I thought we were in your head. I think I'm gonna go for strengthening solution. Yeah.
Well, that is definitely a exceptional strengthening solution. So I believe it'll change your strength to 22 for 1 hour instead of 21. Miss Willow?
Make an invisibility potion.
Is that available to you?
I have the recipe. I bought it.
Okay.
It's technically like you get it 7th year, but she bought it last year because I had money.
I think
Spent
I
all of my
remember
money.
hating myself. I allowed you to purchase that.
Which do you hate more? The fact that I have the Rumpin or she has the invisibility?
I love that you have the Erumpent.
So that
I love
becomes,
that.
hold on. Yeah. Do I have unspoken? I don't like that. That makes me sad inside. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna redo that.
invisibility potion is super fucking useful because it gets rid of a major thing from the invisibility spell.
Hold on. That's better.
Oh wait, never mind. 31. That is a superior invisibility potion. When you drink this silvery potion, you gain the effects of Pelicity Pellis for 1 hour. No concentration required. And with superior, it gets rid of the little caveat that says the spell ends if you attack or cast a spell. That's
Fuck yeah.
fucking overpowered. So fucking overpowered.
I like to think I've impressed all of my classmates by technically making a 7th year potion.
We'll probably be able to get to that roleplay as well. I'd love to do that stuff for the advanced class here. Just need garnets.
I'm gonna get really creative with it, and I'm gonna make a heartbreak teardrops.
Super creative. Never done this before.
And I've been
That's a
rewarded
ruined
for my
potion.
efforts.
That is a
Cool.
ruined potion. Okay. Please put ruined heartbreak teardrops in your little hidden chat there, and then immediately roll me a D100.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That is your. When you finish with your ruined heartbreak teardrops, you are in class, and there is a little like fart noise that's coming from your potion, and you can see everyone's like looking over and like, oh, oh, oh. Professor Slugcorn comes over. Oh dear boy, that is putrid, practically terrible. Miss Willow, please throw that out. Too sweet. Ita?
I am somewhere else in my brain. Sorry.
He has instructed you to throw out your potion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it.
Garnet grabs his like cauldron, like yeah, totally, and like walks away with it, and then like starts pouring it into little vials. Okay. Currently, if we kind of cut forward to the advanced potions class, or in a completely different potions room, there is long tables set up out here with little beakers and places to place your very own cauldron, little under desk heating apparatuses, and all around you can see a bunch of the upper years that you're currently together with. As you are buzzing around the class and grabbing different ingredients, you can currently see what looks to be Javen and Ty are working on something of their own concoction, and it looks quite mischievous. So they are. One of them is waiting until Professor Slughorn isn't looking, and then you can see the other one is dropping in fooper feathers into his cauldron.
Never ends. It's always one of them. Should continue about our business. Can't get involved in
You
that
can
shit.
see Willow staring over at them. Juju, are you here?
Fuck, I was muted. Fuck. I think Lilith is just like next to Willow, and she just like looks over there and like shakes her head, and she's just gonna put up a Protego like in their direction. So if like anything flies at us, hits the Protego.
A boy will kind of turn over toward you guys. Hey, any of you guys have Raxford bellies? I couldn't find any of them in the ingredient storage. This is Colin Kramer.
Here, I grabbed a few extra if you want.
So you're the reason why we're all fresh out of stock. He says, thank you. He'll take a few of them and head back to his area. And by the time you look back, you can see Javen and Mr. Ty have completed their little potion. Bottoms up, go ting, and kind of do that like arm, like cross thing, and then like it was like glowing a soft gold, and you can see their very skin begins to glow like a lightning bug. Whoa! You can see some people look over. Professor Slughorn laughs cheerily, and that's not even the best part, Professor. Javen will gesture to Ty, and the two of them will like separate each other from either side of the classroom. 3, 2, 1, and the two of them are gonna run toward one another and like do like a chest bump in the air, jump, and the moment they do, there is a bright flash and little sparkles kind of rain down everywhere, and the two of them are gone. Where? Professor Slughorn says, that should be possible. Apparition within grounds? Amazing. And, Willow and Lilith, can I please get a perception check from the two of you?
I got a 22.
16.
Lilith, you look below the table and you can see Javen and Ty are currently like huddled underneath their desks while we're like
Shut up! Shut up!
They just created a flashbang.
She's gonna muffliato since they can't be quiet.
Uh-huh.
Pop up. 3, 2, 1. This is beyond anything else I could have foreseen. To make it in class, and
Both of them pop up and they give Professor Slughorn a heart attack.
Toilet seats, both of you.
He's like yelling at them, and both of them are kind of laughing, but no one can hear them. It's just white noise.
You two are lucky I like chaos. You should learn to not giggle so much when you're hiding.
Stuff in the textbooks is so boring. Thought we'd try making something of our own design.
I can respect that.
You two are
They
the
still,
little
like, drop
transfer
this phone.
students, right?
Well, not transfers. I would say we're just advanced learners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one advanced learner to another. Hi, Javen.
Lily,
This is my friend Ty. Hey, Ty says.
this is my friend Willow.
Best friend. Nice to meet you.
And Javen will say, "Go return to class before I get detention."
You know, your potion works. You just need a better component. You could actually go invisible if you tried hard enough.
Yeah, seems like a little bit too advanced work for us. Catalytic conversions can cause a wide variety of different kinds of effects. Who knows if we'd be able to get the right one for invisibility?
That could help.
Well, they look at each other like, "All right, advanced learner, show me your notes." I'll come over.
Crack
Do
your
you-
fingers.
Do you want her color-coded notes or her Latin notes?
Oh, I'd much prefer the Latin ones. I want to have notes that I can't possibly read.
Should go share a look with Lilith.
You should probably
Okay.
take my Creole notes then.
You take notes in Creole. I love that.
Yeah.
There's also, don't forget, we have the notes that we wrote together in French. Remember?
Yeah, but I get mixed up. Creole's like
Yeah.
a subsection of it. And it's just
It's like
easier that way.
half and half now. Yeah.
You guys are weird. I can see why they put you in this class.
Well, they had to put us with other like-minded individuals, so I wouldn't go calling the tea kettle black if you're the cauldron.
Hey, I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Everything weird is a bad thing.
Oh no. The best people are. Yeah, you should know, Jave. You can hear Ty say, "Hey, I'm allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that."
Interesting.
And he'll look over some of the notes with Willow. That's crazy. You're actually able to calculate that. I thought it was more of a trial by fire that you had to go through.
No, it's about precision. Eye execution.
And we meet some friends. Of course, if people are not aware, I will show Mr. Javen and Ty. This is Javen. And this is Ty.
I want to get to know him.
Ty?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we here? That was potions class. Good job, everybody. Afterwards, we have arithmancy. Let's see, who's in arithmancy? A bunch of people. Just Garnet is not. So Garnet, you get to have a free period, extra free period. And everybody else gets to do 2 spells with intelligence.
Ooh.
Lilith, I think Nolan has competition.
All I'm saying is I just want to get to know him. That's all I'm saying.
Want to get to know him?
I just want to talk to him. I just
I
want
s-
to talk.
I just want to talk.
I just want to kiss him.
I just want
wanna
to.
talk to
Yeah, I want to see what his notes look like. That's all I'm saying.
him.
Yeah, you want to see what his notes look like? Is that the slang?
Indeed it is.
Actually,
Right.
while Javen is like talking, like, can we just like back up like 2 seconds?
Uh-huh.
I have like while Javen is like going over notes with Willow, she's just gonna kind of look over at Ty. You know, we
No.
should swap. We should. I wasn't finished talking. God,
Sorry. Sorry, sometimes people tell me I jumped the gun.
I was saying maybe we should swap notes sometimes. I mean, you guys have been in this curriculum longer than we have.
Oh, I guess that's right. I don't really take notes as much, though. That's more on Javen. Javen takes really clear notes. I learned a long time ago that taking notes was useless, so I'm never going to look at them. Not again, at least. I kind of go off of, like, I don't know, intuition, or just raw feeling.
You're probably really good at DADA then.
Yeah, I'm not that bad. I was in the dueling competition. It made it to like the 4th round.
Maybe I could give you a few pointers.
What? Why? You like look at you for a little bit, and then Javen will like look up from his time. Dude, she's the champion. My bad.
It's all right. You obviously didn't know.
I didn't. I'm Ty Connolly.
Lilith Lestrange.
Oh, I was strange.
Yeah, those Lestranges, unfortunately.
I've only heard stories.
Be lucky that's the only thing you heard.
Like look over at his friend. Javen will like smile, like, "Hey, you got yourself into this." And Ty will be your lab partner.
Okay. Let me do my spells. I'm sorry. He was high. I couldn't help myself.
So for arithmancy, do we get what 2 spells or just 1?
2 spells.
I have a quick question. If you have a spell that you've attempted once and then you do a special attempt, does that lock it in, or is it like, oh no, I have to do the spell twice one way?
No. If you can lock it in with special attempt, it's all good. All
Okay.
still attempt.
I'm gonna inspo Orvis. I need to keep my O. Fuck.
Do you want a subscriber?
I'll trade you. Trade offer.
I'm gonna need it later. So I'll
Yeah,
take it.
no, I got you. I appreciate you, Annie.
I appreciate
17.
you.
That's way better.
Woo!
So 23 and 17.
23 and 17. High or low?
I
Let's see if it agrees with you today. Nope.
fine. That's what free periods are for.
Um,
1 second. I'm just
I'm
it's
ready
gonna
with
reset
mine, by
some
the way.
shit so I can look through this. So Lilith, arithmancy, you got that and that. Okay. That's Lilith. Clyde, you said you were ready.
Alternate casting. I'll screw this up. It should be set or false.
yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure alternate casting is like casting without a different way than with a wand, basically.
It's something else. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't pertain to you guys. Okay. Point me. 14. And your second one?
Let's see. False. Nope. Wait, can I do double check notes?
Yeah, you can.
No.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I don't have an
Alright.
inspo. Oh no. Farewell,
Hey,
grade.
That's the way it is.
Oh, I'm
That's the way
sorry.
it is.
I just used my subscriber.
Willow, what about you?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna hope I spelled this right because spelling is hard. So I'm gonna start with trying to lock in Serpensoria. It's 24.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now we're going to attempt to lock in Incarcerus. Bear with me as I attempt to spell this. Special attempt.
You don't have to spell it all the way through anymore. You don't have to do that. Yeah,
Thank God.
It works.
God bless, because I was doubting before. $17.
All right. High or low?
I'm gonna channel Sikrin in this moment. High.
Hi.
It worked. I
Everybody
believed. I am a follower.
I didn't
You're a
invoke
true
the name.
believer.
I didn't invoke the holy name of Sikrin. That's what happened.
Our Lord and Queen.
Yep.
Nora.
Yes, I'm just gonna try and lock in my divination spells.
Okay.
Prior Incantato and Specialis
Revelio.
Revelio. So Prior Incantato, 20. Then
All right. It's funny, the one time in the game where that spell is canonically useful, like we have found a very good use for it, you guys have circumvented because the group tournament's gone.
Specialis Revelio. Special
Bless you.
class arithmancy.
Ooh.
Alternate casting false. 17.
Okay, I'll give you the high or low too. Actually, never mind. You're at a P. It only goes up. It can only go up from here. Okay.
When you're at rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, baby.
You're almost out of the failing grades. Very, very close. Anyway, with arithmancy here, Specialis Revelio can allow you, can tell you like the properties of a magical item and whatnot. Extremely useful.
Oh, wait, which spell was that again?
Specialis Revelio.
Ah, yes.
It's like identify.
Gotcha.
Also, it's a little bit like detect magic because you can target a 5-foot cube of an area and find magic, but you kind of have to know that magic is there beforehand or suspect that magic is there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's such a small radius. All right. And with arithmetic coming to a close and Professor Vector saying, "Remember, should you be even a minute late," and multiple people will recount back toward her, "it's a T. Yes, very good." And people will disperse. We then get to give our second free periods that everybody seems to have but Nora.
Oh, what class is Nora in?
You are in arithmancy, so.
Yes.
It was that before the divination / muggle studies, Clyde, Cassie, Willow, you guys have got a free period, and then Garnet, because he's not in arithmancy, got a free period. Everybody but you. You gotta do more studying. I'll close grades back up. And where they are right now.
Yes, I would like to study potions.
All right. Garnet potions bump up. Oh, that's Garnet. If you can end the year with at least only 3 E's and you have keen mind, and then you use all of your downtime slots to do studying, then you can end the year with all those.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, free periods? We should just studying?
Yeah, I'm going to study ancient runes. No, not ancient runes. Arithmancy. So, what will that be?
Go up to an O.
Yeah, arithmancy and what are the other grades that I'm down on?
So you have a free period bank from last session, I'm guessing?
I think I did, yeah.
I see 2 free periods.
Yeah.
Here.
Sorry. Or did I screw out there?
No, I don't know. I'm just like, where did the other free period come from? I don't know where the other free period came from. You're not taking Muggle Studies or Magical Creatures, so that would have been a free period last time. You're not taking Astronomy, so sure. Go ahead and.
Or I didn't mean to screw up.
What's your next one that you want to Transfiguration, DADA, or Potions?
Potions.
Okay, so pull that up. Okay. Lilith, what about your free period?
I'm looking for a place.
Is it a certain secret place?
That only certain people can get into. It's very exclusive.
That's a little big, just to find. I don't know. It'll take some time to find it. Of course, we do eventually just find it in the game itself. It does come up, but let me see here. I'm just trying to help you out with your little request before. Add new custom reward.
I see you, Ray.
Just bear with me, guys.
If that exclusive place is not available at the moment, I could also look for the other place that's like.
It's not that it's not available. I'm just saying you're probably not going to find it in a single free period. You'll have to do some research about it, try to figure some stuff out.
Oh, that's a good thing I got 2 free periods.
Okay. I've created it.
You can't find it in one free period. Then 2 free periods.
Oh, yeah, Ray's here. Holy fuck, dude. So,
Ray, I love you. Thank you.
he did it. He did it. You guys might be able to see in Twitch chat, someone just spent 100,000 channel points.
Alex, if I give up my free period to Juju,
You don't have to do
You
that.
can't do that.
I would do that.
You can use your free period to help her. Do you want to do that?
I don't know how much help I'd be, but
Hey, help action gives you advantage, so
All
I mean, I
right.
could just give you a subscriber.
that too.
He might.
I
Oh,
could
that's
also
a
give you my subscriber.
I shall slink back into the darkness now. I can't use channel points on my phone. Fuck. Rachel,
Wait, they spent how many on what?
100,000 points
Hi,
for
Rachel.
a little reward. Anyway, I think now is a good time, maybe to take our break a little bit early, and we can come back to this little adventure that people want to go on. It might be good. It might be kind of fun to take everybody on it, to be honest. You know?
Sure, I'm down. Bask
Yeah.
in my greatness, y'all.
I see y'all soon.
Okay.
This actually is
Thanks.
perfectly time. This is a perfectly timed break.
Awesome.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that tabletop role player in your life? For that podcaster? For that little sister that keeps going on and on about shiny math rocks? Well, look no further. OBP Musical has you covered. Original theme music for your characters, worlds, podcasts, and more. Has your bard written lyrics about a party member's tragic demise? Let us compose to them. Or better yet, let us write those lyrics for you. But the goodness, no, greatness, doesn't stop there. How would you like a cast member of Les Miserables, Disney, or Come From Away to sing your pieces? Oh, you bet you would. Fully orchestrated cinematic pieces. Pieces like this.
Who'd rise to meet the call, who'd fiercely face the danger, be a hero to them all. For the hordes of people
We have 8 vocalists, 7 composers, 2 lyricists, and an admin team ready to take your request. For as low as $60 US, you can get your own musical theme. OBP Musical, making fantasy a reality.
Magic in Mysterium is brought to you by the Goblin Uprising. Remember, because the wizards won the war, all the stuff that led to the Goblin Uprising was probably way worse than they actually even wrote down.
That's so real.
Welcome, everybody. Okay.
Hello.
Mention somebody.
Yeah, Ito's not feeling well. He's gonna turn in for
Aw.
the night here. But anyway, okay. We find ourselves in the library right now. Lilith's perfect spot that you have overtaken from Janice, as she doesn't really spend as much time here anymore. Wonder why. You are studying a little something, and you come across some odd writings. Writings concerning an ancient chamber created by Salazar Slytherin himself, a chamber of dark and vast secrets. This intrigues you. Maybe, could this be a place where one of these old relics could possibly be found? And coming over nearby, Nora and Clyde are also in the room. They come by and plop down their stuff to study various things. You know, arithmancy for Clyde, and for Nora, a bit of potions or transfigurations.
Hey, you two.
Hello, Lilith. How's everything been?
Pretty good. I actually just came across something rather interesting.
Oh?
So it says here, and she'll like flip the book over. You know how we're on the lookout for those things?
Mm-hmm.
This here mentions a chamber made by Salazar Slytherin himself.
Wasn't that in a
Oh, go ahead.
wasn't that in a few books? I thought it was just a rumor though.
Well, there's no physical evidence of it, but apparently it existed, maybe?
Well, the school does change its structure, the rooms and buildings in it every so often, based off of the needs of the people using it. It is why why there's a missing greenhouse.
True, but it did preserve the. It did preserve that classroom. That was clearly hadn't been touched for a very long time.
Well, yeah, but it kind of led to one of those things.
Yeah.
You think maybe another one might be here?
Certainly worth a look, even if it's not there. It'd be an amazing thing just to see something like that.
I'm just thinking about everything that's been lost to time there. If it has moved away, like Nora mentioned.
Strange. You can hear a voice coming from nearby. You turn over and you can see Ty Connolly has entered. Legitimately. I see you're with your friends. Hi! I wanted to show you something. I was doing some light reading through some of my stuff that I have, and I found something that I think maybe you would be interested in.
Well, that's certainly a pleasant surprise, Ty. Let's see what you have.
Well, it's not every day that I get to converse with a member of the Lestrange family, he says.
Hmm.
See, I got kind of nervous when you said that you were Lestrange, and I might have acted a little bit rude. Sorry about that. I just I'm kind of a big fan. Not in the weird way, not in the bad way. Just I'm really interested in dark wizards and dark wizarding families. Um, Here, he will handle you. He will hand you a copy of your like family tree. I'm trying to find a good image of it. There it is. Here it is. I found this. Plenty of Corvuses redoing the names and everything. And also, I found this. And he's going to give you a little newspaper clipping from his own collection. The trial of Rodolphus, uh, Rodolphus and Bellatrix, and of course Barnabas, is absolutely one of the greatest dramatical errors that the ministry has ever made.
You can say that again.
What are you guys researching? What is this? Move over
Oh,
toward the book. Hold
I
it.
was just doing some reading about the founders of the school.
Oh, Harriet Hornwell, she is not a very accurate author. A lot of her stuff has been disproven, and a lot of her claims are uncited.
Yeah, but have you happened to come across anything about a chamber made by Salazar?
What? You mean the Chamber of Secrets? Of course, it's one of the greatest apocryphic writings of the time. Very poetic, of course. Salazar's whole idea that the chamber would hold a terrible beast that would come and devour the untoward students of the castle. Terrifying. Very few writings remain of it from the time, though. Most were written more in the 14th century.
Hmm. Why don't you join us, Ty?
Sure. Connolly. He puts his hand over toward Clyde.
Right.
Oh, here. Well, this is Clyde Wright and Nora Rosewood. Nora Clyde, this is Ty Connolly. We're in potions together.
A pleasure.
And he will nod as well. You guys are in the same year, I guess. Lilith's in my advanced potions class. Where's Willow?
Probably somewhere A with Gemma, B with Ernesia, C with the both of them, or D somewhere with her uncle.
You forgot it with a cauldron.
She has a portable cauldron.
True.
The Slughorn family is very, very old, and they have very deep roots to potion making. Did you know the Wiggenweld potion actually was first coined by one of their very old ancestors?
Really? I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
You seem
Less
quite
interesting when you know the history, or maybe more, but it's quite untoward, the kinds of things that they did with house elves.
You seem quite invested in familial genealogies.
More of the darker notions of them. Some people call me weird for it. I don't. I collect little things. here and there. And so I thought that you might enjoy a little bit of your own family history, even as dark as it is.
Yeah, well, I can appreciate the history behind it, much so less the actual acts.
Yeah, see, I'm just a kind of outside observer. When I heard that there was actual Lestrange in our school, I had to hear it from the horse's mouth, as it were. Um, you grew up with that whole family, and you don't seem you seem lovely. So not everything's in blood, I guess. Not to say that I believed that the first time. Just just turn away and take a drink.
Lilith is gonna look at Nora and like raise an eyebrow.
Hyda's just going to blink at this. Just what?
Lilith, you have a fanboy.
What? No. That's not. I've blundered this, haven't I?
It's all
I
right.
just like dark wizards, and all the histories that go off of them. The kinds of deep-seated philosophies that pass down from one generation to the next that take root in such dramatic ways. I think that it shouldn't be simply turned away from. I think it should be understood.
There's understanding and incorporating. I mean, my family spent over a century eliminating every aspect of that we could find of the older right traditions.
I've never heard of the Wright family.
It's our new name. We opted to, I believe my father called it rebrand, as it were, back in the 1800s.
That makes a little bit of sense, just for the First Great Whistling War.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're looking for the Chamber of Secrets, I'll warn you, plenty of students have tried in the past. All have failed. Although there was a little bit of writing about some room of doom that held the secrets to its location.
Really? Can you tell me more about this room of doom?
I could actually take you to it.
Really?
Really?
Please do.
Certainly. There's some. Sorry, 1 second. He says, "There's some writings down there. I will warn you, from a few generations back."
You'll be like going to a family reunion. Lovely.
You go walking down toward the dungeons and can see Willow currently walking through the halls with Gemma. She's just on the ground floor of the Oxford building, and Ty is leading you toward the dungeons.
Hey, Willow, Gemma.
Hey.
Just straight. Ty says, "Hi." She'll look him up and down.
Ty here is just showing us to this really cool, well, not really cool, really fascinating place called the Room of Doom. We were just going to go check it out if you want to help. Come with along.
I don't necessarily know how I feel about a place called the Room of Doom.
Oh, no one's ever gotten hurt by it or anything. In fact, the I don't even know if it's exactly a room. It's really more of a facade.
So you want me to go to a place that is nicknamed the Room of Doom that you have nothing about?
If you just wanted to stay here and suck face with Jimmy, you could have just said that.
I already did that.
Hello?
What? What we were just doing.
Oh my gosh. Gemma is going to leave.
Well, okay, can we pencil another session in later?
No.
Damn it. Alright, well, I guess I'm free.
Willow, I was looking up the Slughorn family. You got some pretty colorful history yourself.
But
Did you know your family created the Wiggenweld potion?
Wait, really? I mean, I know a lot about potions, but I know we invented a few, but I didn't know we went that far back.
It's your 12th great-grandfather, Hornagast Slughorn.
I always knew I was destined for greatness. This makes sense.
Oh, Willow, my best friend, who is the most humble person I've ever met.
You love my humility.
You're right, I do, actually.
Potioneering is in your bones, it seems. But, Room of Doom. Down the steps, we enter into the dungeons, the northern dungeons, where passing through into, like, along the hieroglyphic hall, he will say, I think it's around here somewhere. Like left, right. Here! And he will stop in front of a large stone facade that has been carved into the wall. See, it kind of looks like a room, a big door, but it's just made of stone. There is old, like, skulls that have been carved into the stone along the sides, little, like giant snakes that move through it, and like an apple trees that rise up on either side of the door. And most notable of all, if you look over here, I found this in my third year. And he will point to the side wall where there is a dark mark that was like etched into the stone. I can't really date it. It does look like it was carved earlier than the stone around it. My best guess is that Mr. Tom Riddle himself maybe carved that. Creepy, eh?
Interesting.
Nora definitely wants to investigate the space.
Yeah.
This dude is
Same
such a
with Clyde.
nerd. He's such a nerd.
It's cute though. I love it.
He's a nerd for one thing.
He's a nerd for
And it's
dark
quite
shit.
disturbing.
Yes, he loves dark wizards, and it comes off so uncomfortable.
It's like when someone's like, it's like when someone has a lot of knowledge about World War II, and you have to be like, "Why do you like World War II?
Yeah.
Why do you like learning the history of World War II?"
I'm gonna find him in Tuesday night now.
It'd be remarkably weird if he learned that the rites are technically one of the offshoots of Sylvester. The Sylvestris. Oh no.
Yeah. But he doesn't, because your family has purged plenty.
Time for an investigation roll.
Okay. We stand in this old space. This is far away from any of the like classrooms. More into the catacombs of the dungeons. And it's just this wall. Now, behind all the carvings and the facade, you can see a seam in what looks to be like a wooden door that has been carved. And it definitely looks hand carved. It does not look real.
Is it just me, or does this look different? than the rest of the stonework.
It certainly does. And if memory serves, the castle isn't able to mimic wood carving, like as in physically carving something out.
Not really entirely aware of what the castle is able not to do. People have talked for centuries about ideas, the castle's alive and all that. Ridiculous.
You sweet summer child.
Can I touch it? Touch the wall, the door?
Yeah, it's stone. It's a very, very nice carving. It's cool to the touch. And when you look at that, like that mos mordre, the skull, the like snake that's out of the mouth and everything. Ty will say, it was said that the entryway to the Chamber of Secrets, that it was hidden somewhere in this tapestry. If Tom was here, that could possibly make sense. But I mean, if he ever made it to the Chamber of Secrets, he probably would have released that thing easy. And there was a time actually that the school thought that the Chamber of Secrets had been opened. There were a few. There was a single death, I think. But I mean, a basilisk would kill a lot more people than just one.
Do you
But,
know? You said someone actually died. Who?
I don't know. Never read it. Like I said, I don't really take notes. Just kind of lives up here. But yeah, this is the Room of Doom. Kind of melodramatic, if you ask me. I gotta get a arithmancy, but it was cool hanging out with you guys. Do it again sometime.
Sure. I might have
You're
to pick your brain later. I'll say.
Oh, and if you find the Chamber of Secrets, be sure to let me know. He laughs and leaves.
We're not gonna tell him, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Should we try use the hand symbol or something, or should we try something else?
You said there's like snake iconography on this door, y'all.
Snakes and apple trees and bones and skulls.
I rolled a 27 investigation.
I rolled a 25.
21.
You guys can see past the trees and past the shrubbery, there is something that was carved behind. Because it's layered. And you can see what looks to be like a tower and little battlement. Looks like the school was carved into the wall, but then an entire tree is blocking out most of it. Why add the detail if you're not going to show it?
I wonder if there's a way to remove the tree. Or no, it'd be carved. So wait, is it a magical layering or is it actual just carving?
It is a carving on stone. You were onto something, Clyde, about removing the tree.
What spell would that be that would be decent to do it that wouldn't?
Nora, make a little history and magic check.
Ooh, history
about apple
of
trees.
History of magic. Nat 20.
Did you really get a natural 20?
Yes. For a 24.
Okay, so you are able to look at this and like, the snake iconographies, those are pretty normal. The skulls, hell yeah, regular dark wizard shit. But a lot of the pureblood supremacy, when it really was starting out here in medieval times, they were connecting it heavily to Norse mythology. And you do know in Norse mythology there is symbology of apples, or rather, the apples of Idun, the goddess of youth. They were golden apples that gave gods their immortality. So it is quite fitting to place piles of old skulls and bones beneath apple trees. The snake iconography has always denounced intelligence, and of course pure blood supremacy in its entirety. That yeah. So these trees probably depict the apples of Eden.
Yeah, Nora will point that out.
IDUN, not EDEN.
Yeah, Nora will point out. There are some people that believe that. There was this old belief that snakes were like a symbol for immortality. They would shed their skin, and for many, that was seen as a way of them being reborn, youthful again. Apple trees and snakes go hand in hand in that way.
Lilith, might you recall the motto or sort of philosophical underlying of the Death Eaters and the way that they thought? It's the whole reason why they're called it.
Magic is might.
Make me a history and magic check.
$19.
While the Death Eater motto became magic is might during their time overtaking the ministry, and believing that people who can't do magic are weak and deserve to be ruled, the inner Death Eaters themselves were called Death Eaters because they wanted to eat death for breakfast. So they had the idea that they would be able to become immortal and be not stopped by anybody. At first, it was an ideal of like genealogy, that their lines would never end. But with Voldemort, it became much more literal, that they were looking for ways to never die. And Voldemort personified that very much by being able to come back after his death. With the golden apples being immortality, skulls nearby, and snakes eating of the apple. They are eating into immortality.
Well, the Death Eaters, their title became, well, it started out as more so philosophy, but when Voldemort came into power, it became much more literal. Snakes eating the apples for immortality.
Clyde, you can see the apples. You're well acquainted with masonry.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very heavy seam, a very, very definitive line around them. runs deep.
I'm going to try press it with my wand.
You poke your wand up there, and when you touch it, the apple will move. Like there's a tiny little bit of space. Like it's free, it's not like connected to the rest of the stone.
It's not connected. Do you feed the apple to the snake? Clyde's going to try pull the apple properly. Try to manipulate it properly.
It's very high up. You might want to get some help.
I might need help. Can
Wingardium Leviosa.
Nora was just gonna offer like lace her fingers together, like, okay, I got you.
And Clyde, you begin to float up of your without your own volition, and you are now face first with one of these apples. You put a hand forward, and it's like really set in there, like you can feel it kind of jiggle. And make me a sleight of hand check.
I am not the character for this. 13. I am not the
13.
character for this.
Okay. You begin to kind of pull and twist it. You try like twisting the entire object in there, and you see a slight glimmer of gold. Whoa. You keep twisting and like kind of rolling it off to the side, and the other side of the apple comes into view, and it is bright gold. At that exact moment, you're like, yes! You can see the snake that was in the tree is going to strike out at you. That's a natural one to hit, so you're able to and kind of float, drifting back through the hallway. You can see the snake will curl away and come up over toward the apple, and then will not bite of it, but instead coil down into the large mound of old skulls until it's no longer seen. And you can see a little bit more of the castle now from behind the tree.
You're a genius.
And then, right at that moment, you can hear a click, and the golden apple will roll out of the facade and onto the floor. And unlike how we saw it before, the entire apple is gold now, not just half of it.
Lilith is gonna pick up the apple. Is it like an actual apple or just like gold?
It is a stone gold apple. Probably gold, like, leafed, you know? Death Eaters.
No, this is interesting.
Willow.
You're gonna bite it.
Ow! Oh,
Do we
that's
feed
hard.
it to the snake? Do we feed the apple to the snake?
The snake has gone behind like all of the mound of skulls.
Because it did try to attack me. Can you pass the apple up, please?
Here, she'll like toss it up to him.
You can see more. You can see more of the castle now. Now that like the snake's length isn't hanging low over the canopy, and it's gone, you can now see the Great Hall.
Can I do another investigation roll?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if Willow wants to do anything at all. Everyone's done a little bit of something. Willow? Okay. Maybe she's saying okay. That's fine. Yes. So you now have a golden apple of Iden, the goddess of immortality. And that snake that you were thinking about feeding it to is currently hiding?
I'm going to
Elsewhere.
have a quick look. I'm going to do a quick investigation of seeing what more details come from seeing the Great Hall and stuff, and I rolled a 28.
I'd like you to roll a disadvantage.
Oh, at disadvantage.
Actually,
Okay.
I don't think that you can do that. I don't think you can make the next leap because of your history. So I think you're holding the egg here and you're thinking hard to yourself, floating. And your brain is racing and racing. But I don't think you would have the answer. There's somebody else, though, that saw something when she was very, very young. Nora.
Yeah.
You're staring over at the imagery, the little marking that was marked on the side wall, and you remember seeing it when you were very, very little. Over in Diagon Alley, staring up into the sky, high above Gringotts. A symbol. Making a history and magic check if you can really remember the full animation of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That thing. The calling.
History magic.
Is Clyde lived secluded through that period
Yep.
of time.
18.
Yeah, Nora. You recall large skull appearing in the air and the jaw opening and a snake coming out and coiling back up and knotting itself in its throat.
The dark mark.
It's a clue. A clue left by a very uncomfortable party.
Any suggestions, Nora?
What would the clue? The dark mark is like a snake coming out of a skull's mouth, right? So
Yes.
And we've got a pile of skulls.
I know this is one of those
Pile of
moments where I'm like,
skulls.
yes, I'm playing a smart character, but I'm not that smart.
You have an apple that, when eaten, gives immortality, Death Eater. And you have a snake that has gone behind a large pile of a facade of skulls.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to move the apple towards the skulls
Yeah.
to try to bait out the snake.
Yeah, Nora will point out, like, I think you need to goad the snake out through one of these skulls.
Clyde will
Snake always came out at the
down
dark
to
mark.
ground. You hold the apple toward the skulls, and you can see all of them with their jaws open, and they're all kind of moving over toward the skull, toward the apple, all trying to live again. Which one? Clyde, you may make me an investigation check.
16, sadly. I didn't roll very well.
Okay. Holding it out toward all the skulls and whatnot, you can see a little snake come out of the mouth of one of them and then pull back. You try like another little area, you can see the snake peek out of one of the eye sockets and then come back. You can see another one where it comes out of like a rib cage and pulls back again. This is frustrating.
But
Yes.
I think you need to feed it to one that specifically comes out of the mouth.
That makes a lot of sense. It's just trying to find which one it is.
And Lilith, please make me an investigation check or a perception check. It's up to you.
Ooh, definitely perception. 21.
Absolutely. You can see a little nose peek out of the mouth of one on the left. There! You point over there, and the snake will like pull back. Clyde, you immediately move over toward it. Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. The skull's jaw will unhinge, and you jam that thing in there, and the teeth will clamp down onto the apple. And I want you to make a dex save.
Roll to lose my fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I might actually lose fingers.
Like it has clamped down onto Clyde's hand, and you can see blood coming down off of it.
Ooh!
The building is eating me. Hogwarts got teeth. It doesn't hurt.
Anybody gonna help?
Yeah.
Willow, maybe? Willow, are you here?
Nora will try and pull Clyde away from it.
Okay, Nora's pulling on Clyde. Lilith is like grabbing the jaw and like trying to pull down with it. It deals. 1 second. Sorry, that's the wrong dice. 12 points of piercing damage to you. With Clyde, make me a strength save at advantage.
I don't want to lose my fingers.
Doom for a
9.
reason.
Roll one more time.
Boy.
One more time.
One more time?
20.
Okay. So I believe that's actually supposed to be a 14 because you wouldn't have advantage the second time. It'd just be one more roll.
Sorry.
But that's still enough. You can pull your hand back, and you blood like drips down the jaw of the skull. It has seemingly swallowed the apple, and a snake will come down and like lick at the blood and coil out of the thing's mouth and down onto the floor. It turns and looks at all of you.
In parcel time, Lilith is gonna say, "Let me in."
It will say, "What are you?"
Lilith Lestrange. And I'm going to be the best witch that there ever was.
Make me a persuasion check at advantage because it's to a snake.
Oh god, I can't type. Only a 12.
Take my subscriber.
Dirty 20.
Okay. It will come over and it will hover in the air, and then its mouth will open, 2 fangs, like little ones on the bottom and 2 big ones on the top, just open.
Your blood tester.
Clyde, you're absolutely correct.
Wait, wouldn't Clyde have been able to pass the test technically?
The snake didn't bite you.
Yeah, but it lapped the blood.
Yeah.
She'll stick her hand out.
You don't know parcel tongue. If you put your hand out, it will clamp down on it and immediately let go and like pull back. It pulls all the way in to the side. And Lilith, uncomfortable question. Is your blood pure?
It is. My
All
father
right.
is a Lestrange.
Yeah.
And my mother is a Greengrass.
Fuck yeah. I don't know why I don't want to say that. This is so uncomfortable for me, but also pretty cool. It will pull back into the wall, and it will like stop at a certain point and then curl back and coil itself into a kind of a knot, a handle of sorts. If you grab it and give it a slight tug, the trees will begin to flow. All of their little stone leaves will flutter down toward the ground. And now that the tree itself is like dead or like it's winter, we can see past it through the boughs, and we can see the entirety of Hogwarts Castle. And on the facade, there is a little gleaming like star that is set in the quad at the middle of the the southwestern tower.
Can I like roll to to see like where that is exactly?
You know where that is. It's in the quad in southwestern tower.
Oh. Well, it looks like we found out where the other place is.
It's like bandaging his hand.
Yeah, just dude.
Nora will cast a Pisky on Clyde.
And
Thank you.
that was Lilith one a solid single point of damage to you. Two little bite marks.
Well, do y'all want to go in or do y'all want to find the other place?
You can do both.
We should probably go in first. Find out what's going on here before we try finding another place.
All right. And she'll turn the knob.
Okay. With a heavy whack a noise, the entire facade like pulls away, and you can see a large stone door. That one skull where you were turning, that skull stays set in the exact center of the door. And when all of it has moved away, the stone of the door begins to change into a nice dark brown rich wood. And you'll hear it click, 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 click. The door will open up. Wind kind of pulls in to the room.
Well,
it's just black.
Lilith would just walk right in, no hesitation.
Okay. Straight into darkness. And a moment later, blue flames. Little braziers will turn on for the first time in a very, very long time. And you can see a large room with wooden pillars that hold up like a secondary overhang, kind of reminiscent actually of the Mysterium common room. And it holds within it a huge statue of Salazar Slytherin himself. He stands with like a long coiling lock of a beard, completely bald head, and holds in his hand on the right hand side a long snake that coils around him, and on his other hand he holds a dagger. With like what looks to be carved blood that is running down his arm. There is a old library in here. Books, scrolls, and sitting areas, upholstered not couches per se, but like singular armchairs, and you can see a bunch of them are set up in a semicircular way.
Well, if the room of doom is anything to go by, I think the Chamber of Secrets is
going to
a
be
real
spectacular.
place. That too. But it's actually real.
Question is, what secrets does this room have? And more importantly, when we leave, is the door going to revert to its disguised form, or have we just inadvertently opened this for good?
If the door reverts, we know how to open it.
Someone else can do it, though. He's just going to clutch his hands down.
Sure.
Well, yeah, we have the key. And she says that looking over at Lilith.
Lilith, you can see on, actually probably Nora would see this. Nora, you can see on one of the, just beside one of the armchairs, there is a little like coffee table, an end table, and it has a picture frame on it.
Nora will look at the picture frame, like go over and pick it up.
Okay, 1 second, please. I used to have an image for this previously. Yeah. Yeah. You see a picture frame that looks a little bit like this.
Ooh. So, is this just sort of a group of students, or is it possible to, like, history of magic check to see if, or is that, yeah, just something like I wouldn't know?
I don't know. You don't, tell me on it. Let's see. Like, it's just a bunch of wizards. I don't know if you necessarily know any of them without research.
Yeah.
What'd you find, Nora?
Picture of a bunch of students that used to go here. I'm not sure. Not sure if they're anyone important, though.
There might be an inscription on the back.
Is there?
If you grab it and like look at it, it's just a regular frame. You want to take it out of the frame?
Yeah, Nora will slip it out of the frame and everything.
Okay. In the back, you don't see. You could see a little image that is like penciled in. It is of a snake that is like coiling around itself multiple times and eating its own tail. And underneath there is a little title, and it says "The Knights of Walpurgis."
You just see Lilith just like. Do you read this out loud, Nora?
Yeah, she'll read it out loud.
You just see her like stiffen.
Is that what I think it is?
Nora, can I see that?
Nora will hand it over to Lilith. Friends of yours?
There are names that are also etched in the margin on the back side. Lloyd Knott, Abraxas Malfoy, Fabian Avery, Edmund Rosier, Clifford Mulciber, Benjamin Lestrange, and Tom Riddle Jr. It actually would probably say Lord.
Yeah, Nora will point out. As she hands the picture over to Lilith, she'll say, "Found a little bit more of your family tree, Lilith."
This is Voldemort's original circle.
That's
Whoa. Here's an even better picture. Because that one has like some friends. Here's an even better picture. Look at that.
ooh, okay.
Boys Club. Something like that.
So basically, this place is like sort of the birthplace of the Death Eaters.
I don't think we should be in here for very long, but we should probably search for any important looking books. Just so.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
think
okay, Lilith?
I'm fine. This stuff doesn't really bother me anymore.
You've got a strong will, Lilith. It's very admirable.
Well, thank you. But I kind of see it as just surviving, really. And
Yeah.
I think she'll kind of just walk off towards the bookshelves.
You can see many of these books are written in older languages. Some of them even Latin. They're scrolls with golden end points to them. Some of them locked behind little keyholes. And there is like trophies that are set upon a mantle. And a little fireplace blooms with life when you come by. Maya, are you here yet? Are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You're free to look around the room if you want to, too. Is there any catch up you need of what's happened?
No.
Clyde's going to look for any important looking books. So, would that be an investigation?
Yes.
Yeah. Nora will also go looking for clues.
Clyde only rolls a 17 on his investigation. He's too busy studying the architecture of the damn building, the damn room.
Let's see. $16.
Okay. Nora, searching around, you find a small set of goblin knives, beautifully created, silver. They were created of pure silver, which is what most people would see as some kind of like, austere way to make a dagger. But actually, silver is antibacterial. These blades were made to cut, to maim, but not to kill, as goblins cared very much for their own. They had little jeweled, encrusted handles, and they have obviously been here for a very long time. You can feel an anger come within you, stolen by some kind of boys' club for wizards. Something to
Yeah.
gawk at.
Yeah, Nora she definitely like grabs them, puts them in her bag and everything. These weren't theirs to take.
Just make sure there isn't like a bowl or anything that they used to like spill blood into. Like some weird ritual.
You're taking the daggers?
Sorry, what?
You're taking the daggers?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like pull them off their like little stands. two of them. Incredibly light. Light, light as a feather, and perfectly balanced.
Yeah, goblins. We we're pretty good craftsmen.
This is the daggers of the Amber Hand.
Ooh.
Anyone else searching around?
I
I got
was. I rolled a 17.
And I got a
Oh,
25.
also, when it's convenient, can I try doing a history of magic on daggers of the Amber Hand or something like that?
Yeah, sure. You may make one. It's a high DC for not having something with you to read, but yeah.
Okay, I'll just try it, and if not, I'll figure. If I don't figure it out now, I'll figure it out later. 17.
17.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure if it's history yet, but you could ask around. You might be able to find something. Now, that name actually is supposed to be hidden. It's just I just want you to mark that down in your hidden chat if you can for me.
Okay.
Clyde, you're up on the second floor right now, searching around. There's items and books. You find one of them. It says, "The Necromancer's Woe."
That sounds really ominous.
And it is foretold to undo the secrets of the unliving.
Oh. How illegal is this book?
Completely.
Necromancer's Woe, as in it's used for the destruction of undead?
No. The creation of
No, never.
specifically to do with Inferi.
Guys, I think we might need to do a little bit of book burning, as heretical as that sounds, especially coming from me.
What? Why?
Do you want a 10-step guide to creating Inferi?
Oh. Maybe.
Oh. Oh. Clyde does this kind of step back from the book, just like, nope. If you want to risk your soul, that is your prerogative, but I really wish you wouldn't. There are some things that are not meant to be trifled with.
Wise words indeed. You all can hear echo from nearby. It sends shivers up your spine, and all of the lights of the room will dim just a little bit.
Oh no.
You don't see anybody.
Just who might be talking?
You are very brave to come to this place. Out of the back wall on the second floor, a mass of blue flame will begin to flitter up, and a man stands in its space. He puts hands over the railing, and you can see these glowing blue eyes toward you. You can see slightly through him, and he has short white hair that has been pulled back the whole way. He is tall and very, very gaunt. He opens his mouth, and you can see his canines are just slightly longer, almost looking like fangs, but not. Visitors. And the first thing that you think to do is burn my collection. I do not take that kindly.
In my
You,
defense, it
however,
is the worst magic.
sorry, yeah, you can say your thing. Save.
In my defense, it is some of the most important magic around, and it's not something that should be in a school, should it? For children, I mean.
Burn it. My collection is not meant for children. It is not meant for you. You, however, consider those a regift, he says, looking down toward the two daggers. You may take them, as is your own birthright. Looks over toward Lilith. You. Your blood was used to enter the chamber. Such tenacity I could taste on your lips. What are you all doing here, stumbling into a dragon's den? Is your purpose to destroy, or to learn that which no one else would dare teach you?
Learn.
That is the correct answer. But I will warn you. He is gone, and then he reappears over in the seating area, and he will sit down into one of the larger armchairs of the group. Knowledge comes.
How much?
You ask the wrong question.
Well, I'll rephrase it. What do you want?
There is so much you still yet do not see, I see. But a long time since I found a worthy pupil. I'm not sure you ready to come back any time. He will whisk his hand like this, and the doors will open up behind you. You have other places to be, don't you? Perhaps there you will find the questions that you should be asking.
Come on, guys. He's right. We do have somewhere to be.
It's your soul, isn't it?
That is a simple way to think.
No, it was a simple answer, yes, but I was more referring to the giving of oneself and one's essence in exchange for additional power.
Still, you do not understand. Wizards think that you are burning something, as if it has an end, as if it's some campfire that only comes through. People may burn themselves out, but we undervalue ourselves far too much. Your name is surrounded, obfuscated. I can see it. And he opens up his hand, and you can see a bit of like blue glow come off of Clyde. And yet it is familiar. You are meant to be here. I have spoken before. Another life. What could you gain from being here, I wonder? He says, looking toward Nora.
Your time has passed. I'm just here to collect what was taken from me and my kind.
Be my guest. It was not me who took it. Those with pressing ideologies twisted everything, made it dispure. And now I am here in my own prison. But I will be comfortable. This is my space. If you wish to enter it, you will show me respect, and I will show you it. So, take the deck as a start of something else. You have been quiet. Do you speak? You look over toward Willow.
I care not for any of this or your teachings.
Be fine. I only teach those who are ready. Have fun on your little adventure. And he will gesture for everyone to leave. He disappears from where he is and reappears at the doorway. And you can put that. He points toward Clyde.
I didn't touch it. I literally haven't touched it.
You would have had to take it off to read. Leaving the room?
Clyde is leaving like a missile. Just
He stares at Lilith quite intently. And she leaves as well.
Or she
The
like
door-
walks out.
Mhm.
She'll like kind of stop and like look over at him. I'll be back. Expect me.
Oh, I'm sure. Good luck.
You walk out.
And the door will shut behind you. All of the facade will come back, and the stone will turn. The door will turn to stone. Congratulations, guys! You have found the Room of Doom.
I should not
Room
have
of
said
Doom.
about burning the book.
I know where all my free periods are going to be spent from now on.
Choose you. We like Lilith too much. Please don't fall to the dark side.
What you mean?
Nearly killed
She's already
Sharon in his
there.
teachings.
Yeah, she lives there. She's like next door neighbors to Sharon. I don't know what you want from me.
So we've got another place to
I
visit.
would have a field day with that room.
Yeah. It's definitely a very unsettling room for Nora. She had to take the knives. It's like, yeah, these shouldn't be here.
I am just so thankful you didn't decide to try kill Clyde, Alex. just that.
If you burn that, if you just incendio, if you did that, that would have been bad.
No, Clyde wouldn't have done that.
That would have been real bad.
So onwards. We have our directions. Let's not stick around the murder door.
Although we didn't find it out in character, I will tell you guys that you guys have found a NPC I've only been able to show a previous handful of times. Lazarus.
I'm about to be Lazarus'
Ooh.
teacher's pet, honestly.
Or do you think Tom learned a lot of it?
Ooh.
Yeah, but Tom was dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a spell that I'm gonna use a spell that makes me immortal, and then I'm gonna put it in all of the most personal items I've ever had.
Yeah,
How is
no.
anyone supposed to find it?
Question.
He was not being smart when he did that, and even the books address that. Like, good thing he was being a egotistical bastard when he
Yeah.
did
When did they
this.
make? When did they make his first one anyway?
If I'm not mistaken, his first one was created when he killed his father. No, it was did he kill his father? Or his family, his like grandparents or something? We see it in the movie. No, we don't actually see it in the movie. Do you remember in the movie, in one of the movies, there's like that caretaker guy who's like, who's a muggle, and then like, he's like, oh, we have a visitor, and like Nagini comes out and like bites the muggle dude.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That house is Tom's father's house, and he murdered his entire family during the school year.
You know, he
And
could
it
have
was
been really
blamed on the dude.
given the years, it could have been really sensible and applied it his Horcrux to the Voyager Golden Record.
What? Voyager Golden Record?
Yep.
What are we talking about?
Oh, the Voyager Golden Record is like a record of like tons of different languages, like saying
It's
like
the
hello.
farthest thing away in existence, human man-made thing.
Yeah, and they sent it's like playing signals out into space.
He killed his father, his paternal grandfather, and grandmother with the killing curse when he was younger in 1943. That was his first kills, and he made a Horcrux of his father's ring, which happened to also be the Resurrection Stone because they are related to the Gaunts.
Yeah. I still remember it being like someone pointing this out, and it was really funny to me how, like, in the books, Voldemort is finally defeated and killed when he's like, I don't know, like in his 70s or something, and Dumbledore, not living with any Horcruxes or anything, lived up to like 120. So it's like, dang, dude, you like did so much shit for an immortality spell, and you live shorter than a guy did naturally.
Yeah. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Time is your own.
Cool.
You know where I'm going.
We're going to. I take it we're going to that tower.
I'm
in the
going. If
quadrant.
you want to do something else, you totally can. Y'all don't
Oh,
have
no, I'm
to tag
following.
along if you want to do something else.
No, Clyde is following.
Who wouldn't want to come? Like, let's do it. Apparently, that was his second Horcrux, by the way. I'm like, what was his first? I think he might have killed some kid. No, he hurt some kids. List of Voldemort's Horcruxes.
Wasn't it like when he opened the Chamber of Secrets?
Tom Riddle's diary. Yes,
Yeah.
he used a Moaning Myrtle. The murder of Moaning Myrtle to make the diary into it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that it? Really? Yeah? Yeah, it looks like it was the diary was first.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of regretting annoying the angry ghost. Not because Clyde wants to learn dark magic, because it's a very old library.
And he is not exactly a ghost, which is
He's a
is
something.
really cool thing. He's a something. You saw him wave his hand and the door opened. Ghosts normally can't do shit like that. They can't actually touch things.
He's integrated into the castle, or at least that chamber.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
On to the next. Onwards.
Yeah. How's Willow looking after this encounter?
Willow's not pureblood, so she doesn't give a shit about any of this.
Your family's
No.
pureblood.
Yeah.
Who would be the most unsettled, by the way?
Nora and Willow over here, just in club. Man, that room was for fucking losers.
Yeah, but who would be the most
Legitimate.
unsettled?
Oh, I think Nora definitely. She has a very subdued, like aura a lot of the time, but right now she's very, like, visibly kind of steaming, basically.
Congratulations, you have earned yourself a calamity.
Oh, on the way to the quad, Clyde takes out Calamity and puts it into your arms. Yeah?
Yeah. No, it'd probably be Calamity decides, oh, I'm just going to go over here.
Calamity leaps
Or-
over toward you.
Thanks, Calamity.
Little traitor.
And Calamity is so much larger in comparison when it comes to Nora. Like, Nora's like holding it like this, you know? Clyde holds it like this.
It's probably one of those things where it becomes like an over the shoulder backpack, just hanging on in the back.
Okay.
Hi, Calamity.
You lead the group forward, thinking heavily on what you've just discovered. And on the second floor of the quad, you come over toward where that tower goes up. And you see the most peculiar of things. Girls' lavatory. Is this seriously the place? Girls' lavatory, second floor.
All right. Well, she'll like stick her head in. Anybody in here?
Isn't this the
Let's
disused
roll
one?
to see if she's home. Let's roll. Natural 1, she is not home.
Oh, thank God.
All right, Clyde, you're good to come in. There's no girls in here.
Thank you, but I always thought this one was disused anyway.
It's more so because Moan and Myrtle likes to live in here.
Oh, she's the weird ghost, isn't she's the weird ghost with the that just lives in a toilet, isn't it? Isn't she?
I think so. I just know she hangs out in his bathroom a lot.
Careful lest you summon her.
Yeah, Nora will sort of like elbow Clyde slightly, like ghosts typically can't leave too far away from where they died.
Out of character, just Clyde going morning Myrtle, morning Myrtle, morning Myrtle. But the question is,
does Clyde what?
No, just out of character. I'd probably,
okay.
as a joke, Clyde just going morning Myrtle. Just
Morning
kind of the bloody
Myrtle,
version. So we need to look for snake iconography.
Probably that or something with skulls.
Well, Salazar had a thing for snakes, so maybe ask. Say hello. Is there any sentient objects in here? Oh, animated objects in here. Just in partial tongue, of course. I'm rambling. I'm sorry.
It'd be like open sesame and parcel tongue.
Nora's gonna investigate the bathroom.
She's like a deadpan look on her face.
23.
Yeah, Nora, you guys know it's probably something here. You search around, and bit by bit, there is more and more clues. You can see up toward the ceiling, it kind of comes to a point with wooden beams, and on the sides of the beams, they have been carved into long snakes. There is windows on the outside, and you can see the very crest of Slytherin House set within it. There is little stained glass windows nearby. Just little things that people probably overlook wherever they go. But Clyde, I mean, you understand architecture. this room itself is not shaped in the regular way of a bathroom, but almost closer to like that of a classroom, an old classroom. Castle changes every year. Sometime, a long time ago, this entrance got obscured, let's say, by the castle to make sure no one could enter. And down at the very bottom, you guys find a silvered faucet that has a little snake on one side.
Hopefully, if this is a classroom, I wonder if it was a castle giving an opinion of a particularly bad teacher. There's 1 year
What?
classroom, 1 year bathroom.
Well, I wouldn't put it past the castle. It seems to have its own personality of its own.
If we do manage to get it to heal, maybe we can ask it to install, to give us some electricity so we can have movies. That'd be fun. Implying it's that sentient, of course.
Hmm. All right.
So-
Well, I'm
think it's-
not sure what to say to get it to open.
Be as pretentious and pure-blooded as possible, I guess.
Just use your family motto or something.
You lean down toward the faucet, and what do you say in Parsatone?
Open. Open to
And
me.
open to me. And the like circular line of tall like mirrors will begin to shift outward. It's I don't know, is there like a little GIF I can find? I bet there is. It's bathroom. Bet there is. No. The GIFs I do find are pretty funny though. Steven Universe. This is you guys. The far sinks begin to move. I do probably have an image. I bet I do. In the quad. Oh, I swear I do. Oh, there it is. Present screen. Just as a reminder, this is what it looks like. These little things right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They will all like pull outward, creating a sort of octagonal, actually we'll say seven-sided expanse. And coming outward, there is a long, dark hole that is where they once were. Well, if you step over its ledge, and it just goes down, farther than you could possibly see.
Feel like Cass Lumos kind of stick her wand over the hole.
And the light goes down, but only so far.
All right. Well, you two know Arresto Momentum?
Yeah. I think.
I found out recently that no, I do not.
Oh, no.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, I know it. But, Alex, I tried to look
Arresto
up the
Momentum
Chamber
works on
Secret
multiple
thing.
people. Huh?
I tried to look up the Chamber of Secrets, and that's what came out. It's in private chat.
Oh boy. Wait, private chat? Or...
Yeah. I just typed in Chamber of Secrets. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, well, Nora, you're with me.
All
And
right.
she'll like take Nora's hand on the count of 3. 1,
Oh, here we
2, 3.
go. No, yeah, Nora will jump.
All of you guys leap straight down toward the ground, and you can feel wind just passing through you the whole way down. Resto momentum! You can hear somebody cast out, and one by one, each one of you stop hovering right above the ground. I think you drop down. There is a mound of little pricking and poking bones down here. You guys kind of fall down, and a bunch of bones come down with you and settle at the bottom.
Ow.
Well, that's not
Everybody
pleasant.
all right?
How are we going to get out of here?
We'll figure that out. I'm sure there's another entrance.
One can hope.
Nora, you and your amazing detective skills.
Yeah.
There's a ladder.
Yeah, Nora just is like, don't worry, everyone. I think I've solved the case. And then she like points to the exit.
Oh, well, that's less fun.
Onwards, I guess. The way, Lilith.
Gladly.
You find yourselves in a large, vast underground cavern. Stalactites and stalagmites are hanging from all around. There is a rocky ground, but there is sort of a path, carved stone down into the ground. There is stairs and a flat portion of earth that you can travel down along. At the halfway through this path, Willow, can you please make me a perception check?
Sure. $25.
Right. With a 25, you step down, something kind of crunches underfoot. Huh? You feel it's like flaky. Something white that's like just crossed right over the stone here. Other people walk over it. You hop up onto one of the rocks and look over, and you can see on the right hand side of the cavern and kind of snaking all around that, and then just the light tail crosses over where the pathway is. You see a huge snake skin.
Hmm.
Like this. And when I say huge, I mean multiple city buses long.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean ingredients, anyone?
You need me to pick up anything for you, Willow? I don't know I don't know potions like you do, but bones and stuff.
Oh,
Old
Willow
ones.
hasn't. Willow hasn't. I don't think announced it to
Oh,
anybody
okay.
yet.
Yeah, sorry.
And it's just the skin that's laying around.
Gotcha.
Everyone else seems to be walking further down. Lilith, you might notice that Willow has trailed behind.
To kind of like stop and turn it. Will, you all right?
Yeah, I'm just bouncing snakeskin. It's long.
How long are we talking here?
Several double-decker buses long.
You mean basilisk long?
Sure.
Well, don't look it in the eyes.
I just wish we had the chicken right about now. Or was it rooster? I can't remember which.
The call of a rooster.
Yeah.
Avis, conjure, rooster. Specifically, it's the morning call of a rooster.
Well, don't get left behind, Will. You don't know what's exactly down here.
No.
Continuing off further down the way, you eventually come to the end of a trail. You can see a cave-in that had happened, a large portion of rubble that lines left and right, but a space large enough to be able to crawl through has been opened. And when you reach the other side, you find a big circular door. Let's try to get a picture of this door. Here we are. That is exactly it. Oh, that's a good little art station image. Love that. There you go. There. It is a very, very old dark brass with multiple snakes that move off and are latching themselves down onto little handles, holding the door closed.
And Parselton, she's like, all right, open up.
And weirdly enough, that is enough to open up this door canonically. So, I open up. And the snakes will dislatch themselves one by one and coil back, rewinding themselves around a major link in the center. And the door will open up like some kind of giant vault doors. You can see little rods that had also moved back into the main space, and through it there seems to be a great chamber.
All right, last chances, you three.
What, do you think we're gonna just leave now?
I think we're in this for the long haul, irrespective of our own opinions.
And then let's see what this chamber has to offer.
You guys step through the circular doorway and find one solid long hall. It is covered in a thin layer of water. There is large basins of water to the left and right of the hall, and it's water that is just right up to the very, very brim of the stone around it. I think I have it right here. Image. Like this. There is huge statues coiling up out of the water of snakes with their fangs borne toward you. Thank you very much, Jordy.
Welcome.
I love you.
Thank you.
And at the very, very end, you guys can see the depiction of a face. A face you've already seen once today. A old man, seemingly older than that room depicted, with a bald head and long white beard. The mouth is closed. There is like tunnels, little tubes that move off to in the left and right. even your breath echoes in space around you. And at the foot of that large head, there is a huge basin of water. Oh, and of course, who can possibly forget that half submerged in that basin is a long dead snake skeleton, a basilisk, a type of skeleton you all have seen before. It might give you, well, some of you have seen before. It might give you some PTSD flashbacks.
Yeah.
We're not trying to sell this one.
Yeah, Nora definitely is gonna look pretty comfortable around the basilisk.
I'm just getting a image of a basilisk skeleton for you, as it was depicted in the movie. This one, like, seeing if is that the only depiction of its. Yeah, this is the closest in-game, in-world depiction that we've seen. Oh, here's another image of it, actually. So it is currently resting on its back. Most of its body is coiled down into the water. The water is very murky. Well, if you're astounded by the beauty of this space, it must have taken so long to carve all of this. And what a ginormous, amazing creature they once lived here.
It's a shame. It must have been down here its whole life.
Thing never had a chance, really.
Well, this is definitely the place.
Question is, if they were to hide one of the organs, would it be in the mouth where I suspect the basilisk would have retreated? Or would it be in the pool, the water pool, or is it not deep enough?
It looks deep enough to wade into. It's like a nice bowl.
Yeah, Nora will investigate the pool.
All right, you getting in?
Yeah.
All right.
No better way to investigate than just getting your hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Investigation, go. That's 14.
14.
I'll smile.
At the edge of the brim of the pool, with a little 14, you can feel something down in the water. But there's like a thin layer of some kind of like murky, like dust-like material that covers the very, very bottom. So it's difficult to really get a good view of, because every time you like kick any of that up, it becomes completely opaque. But you can feel like grooves that have been carved into the floor of this basin, and you feel along the line that goes deeper and deeper until you would have to like actually submerge yourself down in order to go any further.
You think you found something?
Maybe. There's definitely some stuff hidden under here.
You can't upcast Turgio, can you?
I don't think you can, no.
And even if you could upcast it, I don't think you could upcast it enough to just get through all this water.
But you could work together.
Shall we give it a shot? Try move this water?
Sure thing.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, roll me a collective spellcasting ability check.
Spell casting ability check, go. 14 again.
Intelligence ability?
Mhm.
Only 13, sadly.
Okay. 13. We have a 13. We have a 14. And Lilith?
22.
22. Okay. Together, we are kind of creating a flow. So Nora starts at the tip, kind of grabbing a pool of water and pulling it upward, giving it to Clyde, who puts it overhead, and then Lilith down, who will empty it into the basins by the hallway. We're constantly pulling more and more and more, and you can see the basin beginning to drain, until because it's draining and it's a bowl, it's getting further and further from where you are, and eventually it gets so far that you can't really like maintain the chain, and you're left with a mostly cooled off body of water. All that murk will kind of get pulled down by the water and culminate near the bottom, and now you can see fairly clearly runes that are carved whole way around the ring, and large grooves that are moving even further, covered by this muck. And Nora, make me a quick investigation check, my investigator.
Yep. Do. Investigation, go. What the heck is going on today? That's another 14.
Well, it's high enough for what I was looking for. You see the skeleton that has coiled around the very, very bottom, and a lot of the murk is down there. The murk is biological material.
Nora.
Gross.
It's like
You're
gross.
gonna need a shower.
Yeah, Nora is just like gross. Anyway, and then she's gonna try and go like investigate deeper.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Uh-huh. Well, how do you want to clear the murk?
I cannot cast Aguamenti, can't I?
Great, we've
Why
gotten
wouldn't you
all
be
that
able to?
water out of the way.
No,
Now,
no,
what
power
we-
wash. No, power wash.
Yeah, power wash. Yeah.
The super high pressure.
Yeah, you gotta move.
Just
You ever
sort of,
seen someone clean a sidewalk?
yeah, you push it along.
Yeah.
You just do that with this.
Cut right through it. Yeah. Clyde, if you want, make me a spellcasting ability check.
Oh God.
You have advantage from Rachel.
Yeah, you do have an advantage.
Right, so it's intelligence plus thing. 18.
Yeah, you kind of pressure wash that bitch, and you're kind of able to pull all of the water into the center using as least amount as you can, so it doesn't really fill up, and the image becomes even clearer. I'll show you. Wednesday mornings.
I'm using
Now-
my headcanon is Clyde knows how to power wash from his time restoring classic cars to make money.
You can see rings upon rings of ancient Merlinic runes, all connected in a very intricate way. Clyde. Have we seen this before? Clyde would be able to tell me.
It does seem familiar, yeah. Oh God, where did I see that?
I don't know if I gave it to you before or not. But here's the thing. You see how like over here there's like a circle and there's like another circle over here and there's more lines that move through it. We see more of the image from this. And the exterior outside of this is written in Eldar Futhark that has been kind of added on top. You can see 5 runes set around, and it is directly below the like head Salazar Slytherin. So, I need to know if you guys have seen this before. Is the problem? Let's see if maybe we have something pinned.
I'm pretty
Did
sure
pin
we
it
have
over?
seen that.
Uh-huh. I just can't remember where we saw it.
Yeah.
It wasn't in that book, was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
What have you found out about Inanimatus Centis?
we got the
Oh,
book
that's
and we
yeah.
translated it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We translated
Okay.
it. We found out that
You know all
runes
about
that
it.
yeah, basically.
This is the basis, the place where one could or would cast that spell. Omens.
So this isn't a place where this isn't where it was stored. This is where it was cast.
It's where one could cast it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Nora will point it out and say, "Well, looks like this is the real birthplace of Hogwarts."
I'm going to say one thing because I'm fairly certain that you guys found this in session 4 or whatever, in the Underdungeon. Clyde, do you recall in the Underdungeon the 4
which one held the organ for? What organ did Slytherin hold?
The bowels.
So this would be where the bowels went.
And so you recall that in that space at the very center there was like a little symbol of an eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over here there is not a symbol of an eye. There's a completely different symbol in the center.
What is the symbol for this one?
Make me a
Because
history magic check.
hold on, if the eye, because we were in that chamber, the eye probably refers to the stone. Hogwarts' ability to precognizance thing, right? Does that make sense? And if that's the case, then this would potentially be the bell symbol. So I need to do a history of magic check.
History magic.
Please don't fuck up.
You roll history and magic at advantage if you have keen mind.
Oh yeah, I do. 23, then keen mind.
You notice that in the center, it is not Merlinic that is written. It is Eldar Futhark, which is weird. Normally you don't see a combination of the two of them. They don't really connect. But in the center, where there should be a portion of an eye, there is instead the Othala rune for home, birth, or in this case, perhaps, rebirth. It is very likely that this chamber was not used.
And this might be the room. This might be the room used to repair Hogwarts. We just need an organ.
Relics.
It would stand to reason if it's here, then it's unlikely to also store an organ here. If that makes sense.
This room would probably connect in some way to the other 4. This seems to be a bastardization, a change of it. If you recall, Merlinic was created by Merlin, right? Eldar Futhark was normally the runic language that was used. If this was Salazar Slytherin's room, it's probably stands to reason that all the Merlinic is Merlin's work and all the Eldar Futhark is
Is
Salazar's.
Salazar's.
He was adding onto it.
So we'd need to understand what that. We'd need to decode the fifth arc, then.
Lilith, make me a perception check.
I'm sorry for not
At
being smart
advantage.
enough.
No. There is stuff that you guys don't know. We are uncovering things, and this is something that Sharon was starting to uncover before that game ended.
17.
You see in the very, very center, the very just off from center, there is a portion of that pressure washed area and a mound of that muck that's just a little bit higher than the rest.
I feel like you just see her kind of look for a second, and then she just kind of starts climbing into the basin.
Lilith? What's going on?
Hold on. She'll walk up to it and I'll go minty.
Okay, and when you take away all of that muck on top, you can see little rough, dark black scales on top of a large egg.
Oh. Was this just...
This was the 100,000 points that was given to me.
This is a basilisk egg. Oh, I was actually about to draw a conclusion that Salazar had altered the thing to create a rebirthing basilisk.
It's a good theory.
Will kind of picks it up and brushes off the rest of it.
Is that what I think it is?
I think it is. Why? What do you know about acromantula?
Acromantulas? Some, not as much as I should, admittedly, since we've encountered them. Why?
Do you happen to know what the predator of an acromantula is?
Oh.
Make a magical creatures check, if you will, Claude.
We're not going to get this, but I know, as a player, I know exactly what's going on. 15 set.
Yeah, so acromantulas are, of course, not naturally occurring. They are invasive species, probably created by wizards, as we have found out before. And to combat that issue, they seem to be very, very frightened of and a prey of only one creature, and that is the also created by wizards invasive species, basilisk.
If that's the case, then could it theoretically be that the basilisk, the original basilisk, whenever it died, was originally used to... No. I was going to suggest...
The acromantula weren't in the valley at the time, but in other places in the world, like out in Borneo and stuff, dark wizards would combat acromantula when they did come through the use of basilisks.
You're not thinking of hatching that, are you? Or are you? And I'm not judging here, Lilith. It's just more the logistics of this.
Also be expelled very easily.
Yeah.
Well,
or more.
Well, it just so happens that we found a chamber that only I can open.
That's
and it
very
seems like little Clementine here will have plenty of room to grow up.
How are we going to feed Clementine until it can hunt it for itself?
Snakes can immediately, right?
Yeah, like most, like 95% of like mammals on the world, they come out knowing how to do shit. They just
Oh
know.
no,
Yeah.
what I was referring to as
Humans, because like so much goes into our brain development that we're like gonna
no,
die. Or
I was more referring to going out and hunting larger prey rather than
but there are like rats and stuff that live in very environmental. So.
Well,
All right. Lilith goes down and picks up that egg. You're now a mama. Congratulations, Lilith. You gain a basilisk egg.
So
one of
that's
the funny
what
thing.
1,000 points will get you.
I was planning to do something silly with the cupboard that technically involved an egg.
you are not touching Clementine.
No.
Basilisk omelet.
No, the cupboard in the
Yeah.
Mysterium. I wanted to
Right.
know if it could return disappeared objects.
Never know.
No, but from before, like say before the caster's lifespan.
Always fun to go experimenting with it. But I think that is where we'll have to end it for tonight.
Ooh!
Oh God, I accidentally annoyed a very angry man. That isn't.
It's cool. I'll put in a good word for you. I'm about to me and him about to be best friends.
And thank you everybody for playing. That's going to end the broadcast.